If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. From my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you.
Yeah. I was I was joking about to my wife about how Liam Nielsen like lost his wife and she got like another person or something, and he was much shorter than Liam Nielsen. It's probably like 5'10" or something. And I was like, yeah, she's just upgraded. She wanted him a little shorter, and her response was so epic. She said, "I've never met a woman who, if had the choice, would pick the shorter man."
Liam Nielsen's wife died, dude.
Well, I'm talking about the movie, but did she?
No, no, no. Oh, yeah, she had the accident where she was skiing and she hit her head.
Is that right? See, skiing is too dangerous.
That happened about 5 or 6 years ago.
Didn't skiing like kill a Kennedy or something?
It kills Sonny Bono.
Yeah.
You know, Eminem raps about it all the time. It's good. Sonny Bono Beetle to hitting some trees.
Yeah, the thing's over here. Yeah, a lot of famous people die or go paralyzed or something skiing.
I had such a better storyline for Diablo than this game put out.
Yeah, it seems way too common that your imagination's infinitely better than the actual story.
Yeah. Have you ever heard my what
No,
I was hoping Diablo 3 would be?
go for it.
All right. You played Diablo 2. Did you beat Lord of Destruction?
Yeah.
All right. What happens at the end of Lord of Destruction?
Tyrael throws a sword into the heart, which represents
The World
something.
Stone.
The world stone, which is like the stone of earth or something like that.
The World Stone is the gateway between hell and earth. It's how it's basically where we're going to now. In Act 3, you're in Mount Ariat, and you're well, what's left of Mount Ariat, because when they destroy the World Stone, it destroyed the mountain.
Yeah.
And the barbarians think they're guardians of the gateway to hell. You know, that's why they had the oh, that's why they had the whole portal and stuff up there. All right. Well, here's the thing: Osmodon and Belial, they're the Lord of Sin and the Lord of Lies. All right. There was one person when Diablo destroyed Tristram that he left alive, which was Deckard Cain. Cain is the last of the Eradra mages, correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, why would Diablo know that the one person that still knows the technology or the way to defeat him and leave him alive?
Because he's good for something bad.
Other than convenient storyline plot, why couldn't Belial be Cain in Diablo 2? Because Osmodon and Belial are the two people that cast out Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo out of hell and cast them onto Earth. That's where the Eradrum actually took their time to go out and build the Soul Stones. That's where Zoltan Kuhl and all of them actually built the Black Soul Stone in the process. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So Belial is Cain in Diablo 2. He leads the hero through giving him the information needed so he can defeat the evils and banish them out of hell and Earth. So they go into wherever they go to. I've never understood where you send a Lord of Hell to. Do you send him home? Never understood that. But all right, so that's signified. Then you had Tyrael interrupt between Talrasha and Diablo. And Tyrael suddenly lives.
Oh, I never seen this before. Check it out.
Hold up.
Uh, May have angered the locals.
The locals aren't too happy back here either.
Hold up though. What you were saying, you don't know when like a demon dies where he goes, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's explained in their little comic thing that it basically they go back to hell, and if an angel dies, he just goes back to heaven.
So,
They're like immortals.
all right.
That's
So
why
let
they
me
stone
so let me
them.
explain this. You go into hell to beat Diablo in Diablo 2. Where does he go when he dies? He's in hell already.
Well, good
He's transferred
question.
to another part of the level.
Yeah, I mean they shattered the thing to kill Mephisto, so that's their explanation there. I don't know what the Diablo story is. Was it because he was too weak or something?
No, you shatter Diablo's soul stone too.
Oh, you do?
You do that in the cutscene.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't... Funny story about the cutscene thing, but yeah. Okay, see, but that's the point. The soulstone thing, like, allows them to die.
Yeah. But see, when you die on Earth, you go to hell. Where you die in hell, where do you go to?
You go back to hell.
So you just transfer to another part of the level. So essentially, you made Diablo go somewhere he didn't want to go.
Yeah, I guess. Hanging out with Asmodan or something.
All right. Point resolved. They should have made Cain be Belial, the Lord of Lies, just like he turns into the Emperor Haakon in this game. Why couldn't he have been Cain? And when after the World Stone, he actually appears to the hero as Belial and says, "You fool! You have now let my armies onto Earth." Blah 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 blah. And then Osmodon, which is the general of hell and the Lord of Sin, would lead his armies through the town portal. All right. So then Diablo 3 happens. Diablo 3, since the hell has taken over Earth and the angels are struggling, why not have the hero of Diablo 2 go back through and resurrect Baal, Diablo, and Mephisto, because they need the primevals to defeat the armies of hell? You know, kind of have a first 3 acts could be just that.
But what reason would they have to help?
Because they're losing.
The primevals are losing?
No, the angels are losing. Just like when Diablo evades.
No, I know, but why would the demons want to help you kill other demons?
Because Belial and Osmodon turned on them and cast them into Earth. That's who they were going back to hell in Act 3 in Diablo 2 to get, to retake their throne.
Huh.
Because
Interesting.
Belial and Osmodon cast the 3 primevals out of hell because they overthrew them in a civil war. See, they're not all friends.
Yeah. I thought they were there on their free will, but I guess not, huh?
No. They were cast out. Just like that's the reason why Diablo wanted to absorb them in this game. So you resurrect the primevals to have their power to help you overthrow Belial and Osmodon. In Act 4, you pretty much charge hell, and that leaves a sequel for Diablo 4 because the primevals now are back in charge.
Which could be considered worse.
Yeah, and they'll probably end up turning on you, but it's a lot better storyline than Adria fuck the Dark Wanderer.
Yep, that is a good point.
It's a lot more elaborate.
I can't even imagine where this expansion's gonna go right now. I mean,
here's another movie.
I think it's Diablo or something's not really dead or something. I think that's what I've heard people say.
Here's another thing. All right. Remember the Terminator?
Yeah. Terminator 1 or 2?
2. When Terminator 3 came out, I'm like, how are they going to bring the Terminator back? He destroyed himself, and I was sitting there thinking about it. He left his arm in that gear. I'm like, they have to go back that route. They have to say they resurrected the arm out of the gear. Remember when the T-1000 put his arm in the gear and he ripped it off?
Yeah.
But no, they created they put a lame excuse up there like the war's always going to happen. Just use the damn arm in the gear just like you did in the first one.
Wait, I'm getting lost. So the arm in the gear from the second to the third?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember the reason for him being in the third movie was because the war was inevitable.
The third one, wasn't he killed the Connor kid and then the wife sent him back or some crap? I thought that might be getting lost now. Which one's which? Wait, I'm thinking of was there a fourth one?
The fourth one I haven't seen. But it's actually about the war.
I think I just said the fourth one story then.
Yeah.
I think. Wait,
but,
no, I didn't know. The third one.
The third one is he's helping out John Connor as a full-grown adult.
Yeah, but remember, like, they're in the RV and they say, "Who sent you?" And it turned out to be the girl who turned out to be his wife.
Yes.
And then they said, "Well, why did you send him, not him?" And then the dude said, "Because he's dead. I killed him."
Yeah, regardless.
And they sent him because the kid was more friendly to that unit.
Irregardless of all that, Their bullshit excuse was that the war always happens, like the war's inevitable. See, because they had stopped the war at the end of 2.
Yeah, basically.
They had destroyed Skynet.
And that other guy had like almost like reinvented Skynet against the prior history or future because of the inevitability of it.
Yes. Instead of that, why didn't you just explain it by they found the arm in the gear and based the technology off of that? That would have been a better substitute storyline than a Deus Ex Machina.
I just wrote it off like a horrible story because the first 2 Terminators were so damn good. It's just like bad after that.
The first 2 were spectacular movies.
Yeah.
The third one could have been spectacular. I don't know why they just didn't replace Arnold in the third one.
I got a soft spot for Arnold.
You can have a soft spot all you want, but he's not needed. He was too old to be a machine. I mean, why would a machine pick like an aging 45-year-old, 50-year-old bodybuilder to replicate?
Could have took like an MMA guy or something.
Oh no, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
Get out. That's where you need spacebar.
I couldn't get out. I was every space was there.
I know. I was just. Yeah, we need to. These guys can't trap you. I would just start running, honestly. They will trap you. And now we can't be trapped. There's not enough of them. But they still hurt.
My cooldowns are done now, so it's all good. But these are molten and plague, dude, so I'm getting double the fucking stand-on damage.
Damn, dude, it's amazing you lasted as long as you did in that. Whew. That was good times.
I got almost 12,000 health.
Wow. Well done, sir.
Oh, here's a mortar guy. God, I got slow hit on too.
I'm just gonna do the shoot at them but can't see them strategy right now. Tell me if I'm missing.
They're hitting me now.
Yeah, but they're shooting at me.
Get close to them, dude. The mortars won't hit you.
Yeah, I guess that'll be fine. It's amazing though, the range on those mortars.
They only hit long range. They don't hit close.
Yeah.
The gods strike through me. I bet you I know which way they're going to take one of the expansions. You're probably going to overtake heaven. Well, eventually.
Oh, like heaven's gonna vote to kill everybody or something?
Yeah, that or like you know, since Diablo took over heaven, he basically influenced one of the angels and corrupted them secretly.
Well, that golden angel seems to be easily corrupted.
Yeah, the one that wanted to kill you throughout most of the storyline of Act 4.
Maybe he's a boss or something, huh?
Yeah.
Have you seen the anything on their little animated series they're making?
No.
It actually looks cool. It's kind of like an adult Diablo cartoon. Not that I'm gonna like change my life to go out of the way to watch it, but if it's ever around or something, I might peek at it.
Trash, trash, trash. Dropping white junk. When's your weapon upgrade?
3 levels from now.
We're not gonna make that for Belial.
Yeah, I'm not that worried about Belial. I don't know, maybe I'm overconfident, but
Maybe Belial's the hardest enemy in Nightmare.
You know what I'm probably gonna do though? I'm gonna build a skill set just for Belial. I'm gonna use Sentry and all that crap. Like, and actually, you should probably do the same thing. You know what the best thing you can do in Belial? Do you have the Sand Illusion guy yet?
Yeah, you get him a
Yeah,
while ago.
yeah, you can use him. It'll give you more health, and he'll keep attacking. He never dies ever against Belial. So literally the entire fight, he'll just stand there killing Belial. Um, and I'll use the sentry thing and the bat. And I'll probably... it's all single target, so I probably don't need my orb thing at all.
Yeah.
I don't know though, is it really that bad to use orb? Because the orb hits him like 3 or 4 times. Or at least 3 times.
Rapid fire is the best single target, dude.
Yeah, but okay, each zap does like...
Yeah, but rapid fire hits like 5 or 6 times per second.
But most of the time I'll be dodging his crap.
Yeah.
So if I go like 1 zap and it hits him 3 times, he's so big, like his hitbox is gigantic. It might even hit him 4 times.
A war mace. I might have to identify that.
So it might be effective for me to just kind of go like that and then dodge it, you know?
Why couldn't I have vitality on it? I've been good. That's one thing that sucks about hardcore. Vitality is so key.
Yeah.
It's like if an item didn't have vitality, it's worthless.
Basically, as you said that, I just dechanted or whatever 2 gold items that don't have vitality but have amazing other stats. So it's like I'll vendor that.
I usually try to sell them because somebody stupid generally will buy them.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody stupid. It's like, hey, you know those guys who never make it past normal mode? Well, they buy items. Would you say that summarizes it pretty
Yep.
good?
Or the guys that just sneak by normal mode and they're struggling through this and they're biting off more they can chew with bad stats
And
lots of damage.
If I did more damage,
Yeah.
I'd definitely be better off.
Yeah. Those dudes.
I'm going to try to find every ability I possibly can that gives me more health and try to use it for the Belial fight.
He isn't that hard. I beat him solo with my Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I have 2, but still. I've usually, like, with the monk, he's way easier because you heal so much. Also, an enraged timer, that doesn't start until hell, right?
Hell yeah.
So that could be interesting for us, to have to kill him at a rapid pace. I may have enraged more stuff. This guy's hurting me.
Let me get back here with you.
Yeah, finish this one off.
Move back, move back, move back. Okay.
Die. I'm guessing you don't put much effort into achievements, right?
Not on PC, no.
Well, I mean in this game. They're little achievements.
Oh, you get so many of them, dude. I'm wondering when this thing comes out on console how they're going to do that. Every one be worth 5.
Yeah, it'll make them super lame. Did we just go the wrong way again? Really?
It doesn't bother me so much because I like the enemies in these areas.
I think this is when Act 2 becomes good. From
When you
here
get-
on out, pretty
Yeah.
much. I love that guy's temple area. I think that's
Yeah,
great.
it's got really good enemies.
And the graphics and everything and how it changes as you go to different levels. I think that's really good. Blizzard doesn't screw up everything. Or I should say, Activision World of Warcraft. Alright.
It has to be straight.
Down here. Yeah, I was driving this morning and I don't think there's anything more depressing than that eco sign. You ever seen that on a car? Where it like tells you if you're driving economical or not? Wow, this isn't it, I don't think.
My truck's got that on it.
I think I see eco like whenever I go downhill. It's about the only time I see it.
My truck's got it on the side door.
I almost think that they should never have invented that because they're actually showing their true hand. Oh, I see it way down there. Because that's, like when you see mileage, that's really like a fake mileage. It's like if you drive like an old lady.
I do drive like an old lady.
You can maintain eco?
Yes. I drive a F-150 and I get 19.5 miles to the gallon city.
Okay, I almost died.
I mean, I drive a cruise control. I mean, I listen to talk radio and I drive around. I make sure I leave with ample time.
You don't podcast? I haven't turned my radio on in 3 months.
Not really.
You should listen to Adam Carolla and Joe Rogan. They're both really good.
I try not to do that stuff. I end up ripping ideas. I try not to be an idea ripper.
Really?
Yeah, like they'll be talking about something and I'll want to talk about something on PK to the similar vein.
Yeah, but you can always listen to like, dude, like I'm a friend of mine. Like my friend, he's like huge into Joe Rogan, and he'll like send me like a Joe Rogan number because he numbers them all. He'll be like, well, listen to 221. I'm like 35% through 221, and that one came out like a month ago. Because they're like 3 hours long. Like the odds of me listening to all of that, it's pretty slow. It's hard to do. I like Adam Carolla way more than Joe Rogan. But Adam Carolla is amazing to listen to because he's got a lot of like very philosophical comedy. I think it's, I don't know, he's got great ideas. And he's just funny.
I was kind of hoping PK gets to that point.
Yeah, well that's why I was bringing it up to you. Because podcast is the future. Yo, a guy came out of that heart or whatever. Just so you know.
Yeah, we got a red, yellow right here.
Illusion mortar.
Super uniques are worthless on this game, so I'm not really worried about them too much.
Yeah, they're totally pointless. Can we not mortar me, please? Look at those little short-range mortars.
Mage Lord.
They only mortar, though, when you hit them, too, right?
No, they mortar as soon as they see you.
Hmm. Leaving, right? Yep.
Desolate sand.
Yeah, but if you listen to, like, a podcast that's, you could... Dude, they have podcasts that are literally years old, so you could listen to a year ago, and you wouldn't be tempted to rip a news story. Or if you did, it would be even better because, like, it's already happened. So, it's not like current events.
I listen to Opie and Anthony, usually on our drive.
Yeah, if I had satellite radio, I'd definitely listen to them. They used to be my local radio station in Massachusetts. That's where they originated, and then they got fired. I'm sure you know why, right? They talk about it.
Yeah.
I guess for anyone listening, though, it's because they said that the mayor died, and, like, the mayor's wife, like, believed him. That's pretty ballsy stuff to do back when they did it. It was like April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've been fired from a lot of jobs. They got fired, I think, before they came to Massachusetts.
They got fired from XM twice.
Yeah, they get rehired. They got rehired in Massachusetts, and then they get fired again. And then they went to New York, I think, after that. And then they were gone. You could not listen to them in my area for a long time. And then they kind of like got syndicated and were back again. And then they got rid of them. I think because they did something else offensive. It's kind of hard to be in that industry and not offend people. Whoa, watch the damage. Damn.
Oh, yeah, perfect ruby.
I gotta be more careful now. It's moments like this where this lightning thing is just super amazing.
Yeah, when you don't have to actually get close to the enemies, you just shoot it.
I look at like it's if I just aim the middle of the hallway, look at that. I don't even have to worry about if it's hitting things or not. This is where my friend died. Nightmare in this area.
Watch out.
Hardcore.
Let's corner him. Come up, dude. Come up. Come up.
I don't think he can actually walk through those doors.
He can.
If he does, I'll be impressed. A lot of the monsters, for some reason, just stand there like they can't get through. I don't know why.
I need town.
Yeah, I do too.
Go ahead and go over here and make this 4,000 gold.
I'm a pretty big fan of owning firearms, and every time, was it Anthony talks about guns, my friends send me like tweets and stuff.
I love firearms.
Didn't Anthony, a friend of mine sent me a thing, Anthony said he paid like $200 or something to get his license to carry renewed. Freaking sucks trying to have a LTC in the north.
Dude, it's like $50 here.
Yeah, you probably don't even have to do anything.
No, I just send $50 in.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way here. Oh, wow. I just got an awesome ring. I think it's awesome. Yeah, it's better than this. Sweet. Yeah, I had to go to like a training class and then meet the chief of police, which actually, in retrospect, was kind of cool. It's like an excuse, really, to meet your chief. And then I had to have letters of recommendation. And then I had to wait it was like 3 months after meeting the chief of police. And then...
I know who the fucking chief of police is here.
And then 3 months later, then I finally got the license. Oh, but there's one problem. 95% of guns are illegal in Massachusetts, so even though I did all of that work, I still barely get to buy anything.
What the hell is illegal in Massachusetts?
Assault rifles. Pretty much every pistol, including Glocks.
Must be a democratic state.
Yeah, just a little. Let's see.
Shoot.
I don't think I've missed anything. Shotguns can't have more than 5 rounds.
How you don't? So you can't own any pistol.
And every pistol, and rifle, cannot have more than 10 rounds in the mag. But there's ways around it, which is what I've done.
You know, now here's the bullshit part about that. I'm gonna let you know. When you limit stuff like that, and it's not for like duck hunting, who gives a shit? If somebody wants to shoot somebody else, they're not gonna care how many bullets they have in the magazine.
Right.
They're gonna load a full clip, and they're gonna go do it. a person that owns a gun, legally, that wants to own a gun just for personal protection, he's the sucker that's gonna have those 10-round clips. He has no intention of shooting nobody.
Meanwhile, the criminal's gonna have an illegal mag, and he's gonna fire off like 3 times the shots at you.
Yeah, it's like I own guns. I have no intentions of shooting anybody. The only person that's gonna get shot is somebody breaking into my house.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much I could say on this topic. My head would explode. But, like, Fearcrats is from, like, England.
Yeah.
And I respect Fearcrats as a gamer. The guy's pretty beast. Wow, look at my electric. Oh, that's so sweet. It's zapping everything. Dude, check that out.
Yeah, I think I never even seen that missile dampening.
Did you? That
must be new.
Awesome. No, I've seen it a few times. You
Yeah,
know what
he pretty much fucked himself there.
there's a monk attack where you make like 6 monks jump out of your body, and one time I was fighting that guy and I used it, and like all the monks were just standing around me doing nothing. It's like that bell attack rune. But anyway, as much as I respect Fearcrats, I actually had to take him off Twitter because his tweets are obnoxious. And
Is he anti-gun?
well, I've been to London, all right, and I've seen the signs and I've read their newspaper. The people from Europe want you to believe that like there's like no crime and no one has guns and they're so safe. Dude,
they have a lot of stabbing
middle
deaths.
of the day in London, the freaking armed robbery of the biggest bank in London. I'm like, okay, yeah, there's no guns here. Basically, Fearcrats went on this like whole thing because there was like a shooting like a couple months ago in a school. This is when like I literally just like, I'm taking this guy off Twitter. He's like, that wouldn't happen in Europe or some crap, and he's like, when are Americans gonna learn?
Dude, look here. If somebody wants to kill you, they're gonna do it. If a student in London wants to get a gun, I'm sure he can find one.
Well, that, and like you're saying, I mean, somebody could literally just grab a screwdriver and kill you. But anyway, the ultimate argument that I think finally shut him up is I'm like, basically in Europe, the only thing I've learned is if you're a criminal, you get a gun, and if you're not a criminal, you don't have a gun. So, like, what logic is that? Okay, so you're just gonna disarm the legal people and just arm the criminals?
The thing about a gun too is like, yes, because we have more guns, there's likely going to be more gun-related deaths and homicides because it's an easier tool to kill somebody with than say a knife.
Well, and they keep the suicide stats, which if you're gonna kill yourself, you might as well use the gun.
Yeah, it could because it's going to be quick. You want to stab yourself in the stomach and bleed out? No.
Nope.
But other than the fact of that is, how many times have you left your wife at home? And what if 2 or 3 guys want to come in the house? She can't defend herself with a knife in that situation.
Nope.
A gun is something.
Watch out.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, those guys don't die in one hit.
These are fucking blues. Come on, dog. This ain't
dude.
cool.
They weren't messing around. Yeah, man. Like I tell my wife all the time. Like she gets scared. Like I can tell she's scared because like every door is locked and like she's got this place on lockdown. And I'm like, you just gotta practice grabbing my pistol, like. And it's like in one of those safes where it has like the buttons. It's like finger buttons.
Yeah, keypad.
Yeah, I mean, she knows even if she just points it at someone, they'll probably leave her alone. Like, she points a knife at someone, I would just laugh if I was a criminal. Be like, yeah, what are you going to do with that?
Yeah, because you can generally just overpower them because women generally don't have the best hand-eye coordination. I'm sure there's some women out there that have really good hand-eye coordination.
I've met like 3.
But a gun equals playing fields really quickly.
Yeah. Pretty much, you can be Napoleon and kill Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's like I was telling Woody, and like, y'all can fight all you want. I ain't gonna learn how to fight because I don't want to fight. You want to take my life? You want to fight me? You're gonna have to bring something. I'm gonna hit you with some pepper spray. I'm gonna do something to you to detriment your ability to fight.
Yep. I have pepper spray on my keychain.
I keep it in the truck. I keep it in the side pocket of my truck.
Dude, a coworker of mine, I work in Providence, Rhode Island, and a dude, he's like half my height, half my size, and I'm not a big person, and he got punched in the face by like some like mentally insane gigantic dude. The dude was literally hearing voices and like saw this dude like smoking and drinking some coffee outside, and he's like, "What'd you say about me?" And my friend's like, "Nothing," and he's like, "Yeah, right, yeah," and then he just sucker punched right in the face. And to my friend's credit, though, he threw the coffee in the dude's face and pulled out pepper spray and pepper sprayed that guy all through. And that dude ran away, man. And this guy was gigantic. He was
dude.
he was like a football linebacker.
Dude, pepper spray will bring you to your knees, dude. I don't care how big you are.
And this guy ran away, but yeah.
It's like, you ever had really hot sauce?
I try to avoid it.
What's the hottest hot sauce you can think about?
I
Off
don't
the top of
know.
your head, what's the hottest you ever tried?
I don't know. Really, I don't. I'm not really that kind of eater. I've heard of some hot ones though.
Well, look here. Insanity wings at like a chicken place are generally 500,000 Scoville heat score. Pepper spray's 1.5 million. So it's basically like having the hottest hot sauce you've ever had thrown in your eyes.
Nah, I take the word. I've heard just from when you spray someone, just breathing it in a little bit is
Oh, it'll take
bad.
your breath. It'll take your breath if you're around it.
Yeah, I carry. I have a pocket knife and stuff like that too. My philosophy is 1-on-1 with a knife. I give myself like 50% chance of winning, but knife plus pepper spray, I should be okay.
You do pepper spray, you should be okay. You could probably whoop a man's ass if you pepper sprayed him.
I know it's just my thing, you know.
When you need the knife. I carry a lock blade too, but I don't carry it for self defense. I carry it for opening boxes.
Yeah. No, I carry mine mostly for. Whoa, this is getting crazy. You better be careful in there.
These guys don't really hurt much. They're just big.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I
don't know.
leveled up again. I didn't realize it.
I mean, for me, it's a reality. Like carrying pepper spray and just where I work, and it's a dangerous area. Another coworker was shot dead at a Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know if you know what that is. It's a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Right, like across the street from where I work. The guy wanted some money.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Ooh wee!
You
Ooh.
take those.
Yeah.
I'll be back here.
I should. See, that's where I messed up. I should hit Serenity as soon as I run into that.
Yeah, panic button.
Yeah.
Whew. I told you my friend died in this place. It happens. Not that he's the best player ever or anything, but I should have died. I deserve to.
Normally, I would leave in this role.
Really?
Yeah, exploding guys with shamans.
It's not so bad.
It's not so bad, but it's by no means skeletons.
I don't know.
Especially when you're playing by yourself, you have checkpoints that you can just restart at.
Yeah. Hey, well, for the viewers, we're doing the tough stuff for them. The truth is, I'm a thrill seeker and I love this crowd.
I'm a thrill seeker too. Why do you think I'm playing hardcore? Hardcore is just so much more rewarding to do well. Like, you can be hell with dying all you want. You be hell without dying, you've done something.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so many tangents. So yeah, I mean, just arming criminals and disarming legal, law-abiding citizens, it's pretty silly. You know what, too? You know, the media wants you to think that, like, most people are bad people. Dude, I would say 95+% of the world population is a good person. Like, they're not going to hurt you, and in a bad time, they'll probably help you. So Like,
Yeah.
but like Democrats want you to think that like you arm people. It's recipe for disaster. Like everyone's just retarded. Like a typical Democrat philosophy, and I'm living in a state where there's universities like every 10 blocks. There's this idea that we're educated and everyone else is stupid, and we have to protect the stupid people. That's literally how they think.
See, this area right here is like a tack on area, the shadow area.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't they just like have us go right into Cool's?
I honestly was just thinking, this is awesome. We're fighting the boss now, and you just reminded me.
Yeah.
Because it is totally tacked on. I mean, do you agree though? Like the average Joe is not a retard.
There's some dumb people out there. I mean, I don't agree that there's more smart people than there are stupid people.
I mean,
there's people with common sense.
Listen, I work in tech support, and no one calls me smart. Because like, if they were smart, they wouldn't be calling me, unless there's something like they couldn't possibly avoid, which, believe it or not, is pretty rare. Most people can solve their own problems, honestly. But that being said, just basic human concepts like being nice to the other guy, the golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated. Even idiots can understand that.
Yeah. I try to be nice to people. There was this guy on my Facebook. He couldn't spell worth a lick. I mean, I'm not the greatest speller in the world. I'm by no means, a fucking English professor.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't misspell can't. Man,
how do you spell it? I can't even picture the misspelled version.
CAINT.
Like can't?
Yeah, and like I seen him do it once. I'm like, all right, that's a typo. He was just typing really fast to get his Facebook update, and then he's done it 15 times afterwards. I'm like, he actually thinks that's how that word's spelled.
Spell checker's not helping him out.
So I correct him. I correct him on his sentence. I actually give it to him in clean English. And he agrees with me.
He agrees.
He's like, because he's talking about haters. People, it's like sense of like people just want to be like me and they can't take it. So I basically give it to him in the correct spelled and proper English, and he goes, "Yeah, fuck them haters."
Wow.
He didn't understand the context I was giving him to him.
Unbelievable. And he's got Facebook, huh?
Yeah, he's not very smart. Yeah, I knew that. I grew up with him. Like, he's that kid that always like wanted to sleep in the back of class and talk about going fishing and drinking beer.
The funny thing is, that's pretty much Adam Carolla, and yet now he's a millionaire and he's doing amazing, and he wrote like 2 or 3 books. Like
This guy,
Adam Carolla could not read in like high school. Like literally could not read. So it happens. Like the reason Adam Carolla couldn't read is because his parents were hippies, and they like sent him to like these hippie schools that like didn't teach you how to read but like draw.
Being smart and making money is 2 different things.
Well, that's a good point though of like a guy who I think Adam Carolla is a genius, but he couldn't read. Like goes to show though that like reading isn't like the measuring tool really. It can be. Of course, like smart people can be very literate. Wow, is he reflecting my little ball things? That's wild. Like, I mean, a lot of the smartest people didn't even go to college. I mean, I don't need to name off names. I'm sure you know lots of smart people.
Yeah, but see, college is not definitely not a sign. That's a sign of your parents has money.
A lot of people think that you have to go to college to be a person, like to be anything.
It helps. It makes it a lot easier having that piece of paper, but I know a lot more people that's rich without college educations than do with college educations. Most of the people I know with college educations are working a mediocre job that's a little above standard pay grade that nobody really wants to do.
Something like in Europe, I think, at least in Greece or whatever, I think the unemployment rate of anyone age like 25 or younger is like 30% or 27%. So like, I'm sure a lot of those Europeans are college educated. It's just like having a good job right now has like almost no connection with education. It could be connections, it could be whatever.
I got a degree and I don't even use it.
Yeah, I have a college degree, and every, honestly, every job I've ever had was either from knowing someone or my high school.
Here's the thing with degrees, uh, with money in general. A person has to want to make money.
Yeah.
A person, it's a sad fact. You got to want to make money. You've got to want to succeed in life. You've got to desire things to basically make money like that. Like if you can have a doctorate degree, and if you're a lazy doctor that doesn't want to go to work half the time, you're not going to make any big money. You might make a little bit more than average, but for the most part, you got to strive to succeed. And I think the strive in a person is more than how well they're educated in something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think of myself as wanting to make money as much as I just, when I'm working, I want to do a good job.
Yeah, taking pride in your work's another thing. The person that takes pride in the work generally stays around longer because they do a better job.
Yeah, I mean, I'd put myself more in that category.
Like, look at you ever watch Pawn Stars?
The guys who go around, was it
That,
the
that's
junkyards and
that's
stuff
American
trying to
Picker.
find
Pawn
stuff?
Stars is the guy who owns the pawn shop.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that one.
Well, he
In
doesn't
like
have a
Vegas or something.
he doesn't have a high school education,
Yeah, and he's pretty rich, right?
and he's very smart. He knows everything about everything. He's street smart.
Or if he doesn't know, he finds out quickly.
Yeah, he loves to learn, but he dropped out of school at a young age because he realized he could sell stuff more money than he could working other jobs.
Yeah, the reason I brought up achievements is because there's an achievement which I've never accomplished where if you kill this guy without killing those two big guys.
Oh,
But honestly, it's unless you like cheat, I guess, and go to normal with like massive gear. I tried it; it's nearly impossible.
that's not impossible. I've done the Belial one called Fist Mist.
Well, first of all, most of your attacks are AoE, and the hitbox on those guys is ridiculous, right? Second, they hit really hard. And, I mean, other than that,
Those tornadoes hit the hardest here.
this guy's easy. I mean, he's not even...
You let that tornado hit you.
Well, I'm not going to let that tornado hit me. But, yeah, I mean, my point is, though, try doing it with those two big guys running around. It's really obnoxious. You gotta, like, run around just deliberately trying to miss the idiots following you around.
Isn't that the point of achievements?
Yeah. Needless to say, I gave up quickly on that.
That's something you do in normal mode when you're geared out.
Yeah. I missed some items here. Wow.
I don't know why I won't let you TP in that area.
I think it's dumb too. Maybe because they didn't know how to code it separately from when you're in the fight.
I'm gonna sell some stuff real quick. Found a rare Diablo.
Which you'll never use.
Yeah. I understand that. The monk's weapon is like slow as fuck.
Yep. They didn't think very hard when they made that. You never know though, how things worked out in their heads. Like, at one point that might have been the best weapon in the game, and then they just changed like all the balance. Like, I'm sure you've noticed by now, most of the monk attacks don't even show weapons.
No, they don't.
But my understanding is there was some attacks you could only use with like a certain kind of weapon, and then they changed their mind on that. Like, some attacks were staff attacks and some attacks were fist attacks. And they changed it.
Yeah, they made it easier. I don't like the idea of like your weapon dictates all the damage you do. I don't like that at all.
Actually, I think it's convenient. It makes the casters better.
No, it makes it so you can use a wide range of skills, which you really can't.
I know, but you're saying though you don't like the DPS part of it, or you?
I don't like how your weapon dictates what your spells do and stuff like that.
But how would you balance like a caster versus like melee?
Well, melee is based off weapon, where caster was based off skills.
Right, but the skills would eventually suck. You know what I mean?
No, that's how Diablo 2 has worked.
Yeah, but that was the problem.
What was the problem with it? If you had enough good gear, a barbarian could be just as effective as a sorceress. I mean, but the fact is that people played roles. Paladins, barbarians were tanks. Druids, sorceresses, Amazons were DPS. Which is essentially what my monk is. He's a tank.
I'm trying to think of a way to, like, I'm trying to think of an example that would just relevant. Like, it's just scaling. Like, if you make skills do damage, then casters will be superior or equal, and then eventually suck. But if you make it off of gear, then they can constantly keep scaling the content without changing the spells. If they change the spells, it would break the game eventually, or suck. You can't win, no matter what, it would suck. Like, for anyone like that would be listening, or if, like, someone who's played League of Legends or Dota or Heroes of New Earth, basically, well, let me give you an example from Diablo 2. I had this guy in a live stream, he was showing me his characters in Diablo 2, and he had like a paladin with, like, literally, just picture the best possible gear you could ever have in the game. Like, his paladin was running around the screen at like 200% movement speed infinitely, while like hitting like 1,000,000 times a second. I mean, it was almost like he cheated to get what he had. But there's no way that like a caster would compete against that.
No,
Like,
casters are always better than melee characters in Diablo 2.
Not in theory if you can scale it out enough.
If you scale it out enough, but who has that kind of gear?
But this guy did.
He did have that kind of gear. That's why his character worked. But the fact is, a
Literally.
mediocre caster would be better for the average person.
Yeah, well, that's where it comes into scaling. See, I hate to bring this up because I know you haven't played these kind of games, but in like Heroes of New Earth, or let's just say League of Legends, the way the game works is there's intelligence heroes and then there's like dex heroes, which is a lot like this game. So you could see that they took kind of the idea of it. But anyway, the intelligence heroes were like casters, and they do really good in the beginning of the game. They're very powerful for the first like 20 minutes of the game. But then those dex heroes, which suck, they all of a sudden get like experience, items, money, and then they rule the game after that 20 minutes. But the catch is, if they don't get farmed, like if the intelligence heroes rape them enough early, then the intelligence hero wins. So it's like a race between the domination of the intelligence hero and the late game of the dex hero. I never thought of Diablo 2 like that until that guy showed me his paladin. And I realized, wow. He did something I never thought was possible.
It's a Hammerden, dude. Which is a caster. I guarantee his paladin was a Hammerden.
Yeah, I don't know. He was charging infinitely because he had some like ridiculous items on a follower, so his mana never went down.
He had insight on.
And
You ever had a barbarian with teleport and berserk? My level 99 barbarian did 40,000 damage with berserk, and that's damage on Diablo 2. I could one hit anything in hell, and I could teleport just as fast as a sorceress.
right, but it meets what I'm trying to tell you, which is that melee, given the opportunity, will always outskill casters.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I still couldn't outskill a fucking sorceress with mediocre gear. But even though I did a lot of single target damage, sorceresses did a lot of AoE damage. Like frozen orb, 1,000 damage frozen orb is better than 40,000 damage berserk.
Well, I let me just say I'm kind of talking PvP. Like,
I,
not really.
I didn't play PvP. I played PvM.
Yeah, I mean, in an argument of which is better for killing AI monsters, it's kind of like I get your point, but I'm just saying as far as scaling goes, like the way they did it in this game, they basically conquered the scaling problem, which is a good thing. It should be praised, I think. Because now I'm playing a ranged character and I don't have to, I am a melee, or how do you say it, a physical ranged character, so that's cool. But like as a wizard, it's kind of comforting to know that if I get a cool new weapon, I can scale just like a warrior. But you're saying a mediocre gear caster with like Frost Mastery and Ice Orb could do as much damage as the most perfectly geared
Barbarian.
melee? I mean, that might be just the problem with Barbarian balance, though.
Barbarians were only tanks. I mean, it took a lot to make them viable.
We're like strolling right in here. We should probably, crap, I should be messing with
Don't worry,
skills real
dude.
quick.
Just kill him. He ain't that hard.
Yeah, I want to put Sentry on. I can do that.
Sentry
real quick.
sucks, dude.
Preparation.
You're doing what? 800 DPS, 1,000 at the most. Sentry's gonna be doing 200 and some damage every like 4 seconds.
Daisy.
No, you'll be fine. I'm gonna make sure to stay alive. 'Cause I can't heal like you can. I'm slightly concerned.
About what?
As long as I don't get hit at all, should be fine.
What's your health at?
1,400?
11,400?
Yeah, 14,000, I guess.
You got more health than I do.
Yeah, I don't even know how that happened, but I'll take it.
I got 12,359.
A friend of mine, when he plays Demon Hunter, he always stands like right here, and he never seems to get hit. So
Just watch the green shit. That's all you gotta do. Rapid fire.
Try to get those orbs when you can. Gives me more.
All right. When he goes ape shit here in a second, make sure you don't stand in green. Right here.
Yeah. This is where I use my spacebar, so I don't click on fat ass. Oh crap! Wow, that was close for a minute. I honestly think lightning could do better, but no point in caring. His hitbox is so gigantic, I bet you he could hit 5 times with one lightning. Dodging time.
These things hurt like a motherfucker.
I just got hit by one, but I lived.
Yeah, I got hit by hit by
shit.
3 earlier.
I just got hit by one and lived. I guess my hit points are high enough. Oh man, that was kind of scary for a second. But I only went to half. Damn it. It's like weird. Like sometimes I can't click on him, even though he's gigantic.
Just do what I do. Just keep attacking. Don't worry about how much health he has. Oh shit. He's
Oh,
done. He's
man.
done.
Like the hardest part of the bosses, I think, is right there. I don't think it's gonna be much more in the game to worry about.
Oh no, Osmondon's a fucking pushover.
Yeah, he is. Diablo's not that bad either.
Belial's easily the hardest boss.
I sucked there too. Screwed up a bit, but no big deal.
I'm hoping to have like 20,000 health by the time we fight Osmodon. All right, taking a break here.